This is Ivy Sports. I'm BJ Griffin. What's really going on? Ultimate Fighter Season 11 finale. I'm just going to hit on some of the main points. Let's start with Jaeger versus Rich. Now, Jaeger really controlled the first round with his stand-up. We all know he has great stand-up. And Rich was kind of just hanging in there, but Jaeger pretty much won that round. But when it hit the second round, Rich really started to control the fight with his wrestling. And when he could finally hold down Jaeger, he just can't fight too well on the ground. He ended up getting TKO. He couldn't defend himself when Rich had his back, and they stopped the fight. Jaeger, he has, in my opinion, he has poor conditioning. You can tell in the second round he really started to gas, and that's really his biggest problem. And during the season when he fought Josh Bryant, that's why he couldn't answer the bell in the third round. He definitely wasn't hurt. That's all in a whole nother video. Let's just move to another fight. Keith Jardine versus Matt Hamill. Keith Jardine, I actually really like Keith Jardine because solely off of his unorthodox stand-up. I like the way he fights, and I don't like to see the same thing. So yeah, it was a real competitive fight. In the second round, Keith Jardine ended up losing the point because he unintentionally took a thumb to Matt Hamill's eye, and they had to stop the fight for a little bit and let him regain his composure. Keith Jardine, he ended up getting cut in the fight, I believe, in the second round, and it progressively got worse. I think they checked it and they let him continue to fight, but it didn't really hinder him too much because none of the blood really got in his eye. I believe his cut was in the middle of his face. So Keith Jardine fought real well. He kind of gassed in the third round, but he got in some real good strikes and really hung with Matt Hamill. But Matt Hamill ended up winning the fight in a majority decision. Let's move to the main event. Chris McCray versus Court McGee. Now, I actually like both of these fighters, but I've kind of been pulling for Court McGee since the beginning. I thought he had a good chance to be one of those underdog fighters during the series, and as the series progressed, he kind of stopped being an underdog because he was taking a lot of people out and kind of started being a force to be reckoned with during the series. But in the fight, Court McGee really controlled it on the ground. He got a lot of real nice takedowns, and Chris kind of tried to get his clinch game going, but Court was kind of denying it, and Court ended up making McCray tap with the chokeout, and Court McGee's the new Ultimate Fighter. So congratulations to him. I guess he overcame a lot with his drug problems and everything, so he really deserves that six-figure contract. Let me know what you think of the Ultimate Fighter Season 11 finale. Subscribe, follow us on Twitter. I will be putting up my UFC 116 predictions, so look out for those. This is Ivy Sports. I'm BJ Griffin, signing off.